So, I've been kind of busy this weekend, but I saw and read every comment on the post about my open carry intentions and the card that I will be keeping with me in order to give to people who might look at me weird or have questions about why I'm armed. I need to go get a belt before I can open carry. Anyway, I just wanted to address some of the comments and provide a little background as to why I personally feel that it is important for me to be armed. When I left home as a teenager, my dad basically said, "You don't have a man, you don't have a dog, here's a gun." He gave me a revolver, 38 revolver. He wanted his daughter to be safe since I was leaving the space where he, as a father, could protect me. And I never forgot that. And he taught me that when you're firing in self-defense, at first my thought was, well, if I have to defend myself with this, Pop, I'm gonna shoot him in the leg or something like that. And he's like, absolutely not. When you're defending yourself, you fire center mass and you don't stop until you're out of ammo, which is the correct thing to do, because when you're stopping someone who's trying to hurt you, you have to make sure that you get rid of the threat. Now, there's another piece to it, which is I was in the military for a short spell, not long enough to be a vet. So I do have a lot of training with weapons, and I learned a lot about the dysfunction of the military. And I was really ashamed when I got out because I didn't finish my training. I hurt my back. But on the other hand, I was really glad I got out, because if you've paid attention to conflicts over the last, probably since World War II, the conflicts haven't been about freedom. The military hasn't been used as a true tool for freedom of Americans in a long time. The military has been used as a tool of global dominance. And I didn't want to be involved in being a soldier for oil, basically. I guess I'm an isolationist. I feel that the American military should be used to defend the land of America. And we shouldn't be in other people's countries. So I'm giving that context because I am trained, and I've been around weapons, firearms since I was a little kid. My dad taught me when I was a little kid. Ex-dad, I should say, because I fired his ass. And now, the way I look at it, another piece. I read a lot of political philosophy when I was younger. I do identify as a true patriot in the sense that I love the Constitution when it's actually followed. I do realize it's not perfect because it was written at a time where slavery was acceptable, and it was written by white men and women didn't have the right to vote, and I get all that. But the principle of the Second Amendment is in its roots a reflection of the conflict between the American colonies and Britain, and the fact that they were being taxed in a way that was, in their opinion, unfair to be taxed, because they couldn't actually get an audience with the king to push back on it. So, the American Revolution happened, and the founders of America felt, they were a bit isolationist as well, and they felt that after all that work to become independent and establish this nation, and yes, I do understand the irony that this nation was established on the principle of stealing land from natives. That's a whole separate issue that I totally don't agree with. However, let's just look at American law for a second here. The Second Amendment was intended to allow the citizens of the United States to maintain weaponry so that their federal government could not become tyrannical, like Britain had become to the colonists. It wasn't necessarily about self-defense. Now, because I can own firearms, I believe in the principle of self-defense. I've got children to protect. I do not have a big man living in my house. I'm gay. My job is to keep this house secure and to keep my children safe and to keep myself safe. And I'm, 5'9", $150 weight. I'm not especially strong. I can be overpowered by males and some females, actually. So to me, a firearm is the great equalizer. Yeah, it's my cause. It takes the arms race of power, muscle power, strength power, and puts it on an equal playing field. So that's the self-defense piece. With respect to the Second Amendment part, if you don't think we're living in a tyrannical country right now, you're probably not paying attention. I'm not a leftist. I am not a liberal. I am a libertarian. I don't like either of the parties. I don't trust American politics. I don't trust American politicians. I have not seen a leader that I feel is really doing the leadership for the right reasons. And it's all a bunch of bullshit. It's about money and who has more money. And the two sides, the Democrats and the Republicans, are so focused on being different than the other side that I think their true soulful mission or purpose has been lost. It's about better of the two evils. It's not about what's right for this nation, in my opinion. So while it would seem ridiculous that American citizens could fight off the American military, the purpose of the Second Amendment is to maintain that playing field as an option. So that's the other reason that I am going to open carry. Part of it is self-defense, standing up for my rights, standing up for my body, my individualism, my sons, and part of it is that I have a fucking right to do it under the Second Amendment. And I don't want to live in a country where that's not completely understood. So I'm not just taking a weapon out into public to show that I can individually. I'm doing it because I want to have conversations with people. I want people to see that me as a minority is not, as my card said, is I'm not going to be a victim. And I'm not going to be a victim against the police. I'm not going to be a victim against somebody that wants to rape me. I'm not going to be a victim against somebody that, wants to prove how much of a man they are or wants to. I ain't taking no shit. And as I said, I'm a tall woman. I look androgynous, so I know a lot of people don't actually know that I am a woman, even though I've got boobs. But sometimes people are stupid, don't pay attention. What is my train of thought? A male tiger and a female tiger are going to be pretty equally matched. There's not a lot of sexual dimorphism is the term with tigers. There is a lot of sexual dimorphism with humans and primates. Silverback gorillas are much bigger than the females. I guess chimps are a little bit more equally matched, but modern humans are not. So again, I'm babbling, but I don't get fucked with a lot because I'm tall, and I don't get fucked with a lot because I think some people think I'm male. Like, I haven't had to worry a whole lot about walking around at night. Like, I don't think that I'm the person that a bad person would choose to victimize, because usually the way predatory behavior works is they look for someone who they think will be easy, because they don't want to get hurt. And that's biologically written in our code. Wolves hunt the smaller, weaker. And so I don't live in fear, but I don't think anybody would fuck with me at all with a firearm on my side. It takes that sexual dimorphism that is present, though I'm tall, skinny arms, not a lot of muscle, skinny arms, and just puts it on an equal playing field. Again, I'm babbling, but I hope this made sense. Yeah. I appreciate the conversation. I'm always open to debate as long as it's respectful and people don't call each other names and stuff like that. But I just wanted to kind of state where I'm coming from with respect to why I'm going to open carry. If you have questions, opinions, you guys know what to do. I do read them all. I don't always comment, but I read them all. And hope you have a great day.